What's up, guys? Coming to you live in between these tornado funnel clouds. Just kidding. We're in a watch. But anyways, that was this morning. Now, the UPS truck showed up, gave me my cowl panel, upper cowl panel, this guy. So we're going to take this guy and this other ridiculous piece that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. And we're going to somehow splice all that in here to what used to be the dash and cut that loose. So, it's like a convertible dash now. And we're going to snip that in there and then take this one and slide it in there and make sure everything fits, drill some holes, plug weld, a little bead across there and try to seal this thing up. Because, water in there is bad. So, let's get to it. Got to stop you right here and remind you, I'm not replacing the whole panel. So if you didn't watch my previous video, you need to go back and watch that. This is how I'm doing it, so I don't have to replace and drill out all of those spot welds. I just cut along these seams, and I'm going to do the best I can to match them up. Same cut marks by laying it on top like I did, and then try to put the other panel in place. Hopefully I don't mess it up too bad. Oh well, just metal. Here we go. All right, gents, got this panel mostly in there. Got my location locked down, and I'll finish that up when I get closer to the end. Right now I'm working on fitting this little guy, bird dash support, whatever. I made a mistake and got two of them because I thought that there actually existed such a piece as just the forward portion of the dash, which there does not. And some of the descriptions I read made me believe there was, but it was just another one of these little thick guys. So I got two. One of them has the little things off the back, which I still can't figure out how those things are supposed to sit in there, or if I'm supposed to take that shelf out and it sits down in there, or what's going on. But thankfully I got little shelfy guys there, so pretty good for the most part. I think I'm going to go ahead and reuse that. Cleaned all the rust off and coated them on both sides with that Total Marine stuff, and then hit them with some epoxy primer, so hopefully that's doing science. This little guy seems to fit okay out of the box. The only issue I've had so far is that this little step here is more than what is in the cowl, so it's kind of raising up. So I'm going to have to do some persuasion with the hammer on that, get that to line up a little better. And little tabs line up. Got this one here with the vice grips holding it down, and a little tab over there. Seems like it's working. So if this thing all lines up all nice, and I'm hoping, since I got new metal and real thick metal, I can not put a lot of heat, but I can put some heat right in here and weld this through. So I'm going to get this cleaned up and hammer on this, and then I'm going to start tacking this in. I'll bring you guys back. Alright, so we got this pretty much smooth down here. Did a pretty good bead on it. Nice and tight. That's what she said. And a little bit of some filler in there should help that out. Smooth it up some. I mean, again, this is all cosmetic. It's going to get covered with primer paint and then the hood and the little panel thing that's on there. So next step is I'm going to take a flap disc and just kind of make this somewhat straight. I don't scrape my finger. And get rid of some of this chunky stuff. And I'm going to lay the dash over and then start putting some tacks on there. Hold that in place. We'll see how it goes. If it starts to want to bubble up, I may just stop tacking it and use some all metal or something, because that's going to be on the inside of the windshield, I think. Yeah. It's not as critical to be watertight. Like, yeah, it is. I don't know. So we'll see what happens when we get to that, how that works. But that's about to start right now. So hang in there. Almost done. Well, there's that. Got some tackaroos in here. They're dash lined up pretty good. It's hard to fight this thing and get in here, but I got it pretty close to where I want it to be. Everything's fitting nice and flush. I kind of got this backed up to this crown right here, sitting on the crown underneath. I'll get all the metal cleaned up, and I'm going to start tacking it. And hammer, tack, hammer, tack, hammer, tack, hammer. Hopefully, this top edge. Oh, it's already getting wavy. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, I hope this top edge is going to be nice and flat. But maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, I'll just throw a little carpet piece up there, because it's a driver. But got some tacks in here. It's holding pretty good. I don't think it's going to go anywhere like it is, but I don't want no rattles. So I still got to clean up this side. I got a whole lot of rot in this little corner here. That's why I kind of left this lip a little loose, a little long here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start thinking about it while I'm tacking all those in, but I'm probably going to have to end up coming back here and finding where I got good metal and just cutting this out and making a new piece. Which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Thankfully, I got all the scrap from that I cut off that I can put in here. Didn't weld that. Oops. I also welded in these little holes in here on either side where these panels all come together. There's like a big gaping hole, and I don't know why. Water can get right in there into the floorboard. So welded those up because I like my water to stay on the outside of cars. Just weird like that. And this one too. So hopefully it'll not sit in here. I've got some more seam seal in there that I'm going to take these little, there's a little stacked, two pieces are stacked right here and like spot welded. So I'm going to seam seal that. Probably going to seam seal these little pieces in here just to make sure if anything does get in. I don't know. There's two little gaps, little oval shapes there. I don't know what those are for, but I'm leaving those open. I'm assuming they do something. So yeah, this is pretty much cleaned up all the way around. I just got one more piece up here on that side I got to mess with once I get this done. And then this channel will be done. Just fit the window in there, and there's a whole lot of gap all the way around, obviously, for the trim and whatnot. So I don't really know where I'm at. I know it fits and it sits okay. So gotta get some more pieces before I can mock that up. But we get back to welding. Bring it back in there. All right, gents, here we go. Got everything welded in. Threw a little bit of lightweight filler in there just to kind of clean up that edge and make it nice and smooth. Everything's patched up in there. And I cut out the other piece that was rusty over here and just made my own little piece in there. Still got to put the filler in this little spot right here. And then I'm going to shoot it with some paint. So I'm going to wrap this little guy up. That's what she said. And this will be the end of this video. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this, I'm sure I didn't do it the right way, but You're welcome to ask. And if you got any tips, type them in the typey box down there. Always looking to learn new ways to do things. And stay tuned for the next video.